Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and we are back again with another one. So, I don't know what have you been up to from yesterday around maybe 5, 6 p.m. in the evening, but I think where the whole rest of the football world was, and I think you could, if you were checking out the Football Connect on Facebook or Instagram, you could have kept updated with every single crazy things that was happening. Real Madrid are back again in the limelight. And what are they doing? Nope, they're not going to miss again the Ballon d'Or. They're coming after the officials. They're coming after the officials. And I'm going to try my best to build up everything that happened here, people. And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened, what led to this, and what's happening. And it's going to be crazy. All of these things was just building up to today's game. Remember, there's going to be a game between Real Madrid and Barcelona, El Clasico final of the Copa del Rey. And I did not know this, but it is a tradition in Spain. But before we talk about the tradition in Spain, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. It's always important to support us here at TFC, and it helps us to produce more content. So, building up into the final, every single time in a final of a Copa del Rey, it's tradition in Spain that the referees come out and do a press conference. The purpose of the press conference, they say that they are trying to humanize the referees so that the people get to understand that the people who are on the game are actually people rather than what was happening. But what made this press conference even more interesting and exciting or more intense than usual was the fact that on Thursday, Real Madrid TV put out a video showing the mistakes that this referee was going to be in the press conference has made against them. They made sure that they played the clip, and it is believed now, or it has been confirmed, because the referees came out and confirmed that they were not only the ones who were attacked by social media bullies of Real Madrid, but even their children at schools were attacked. Even their people, their families in the houses were being attacked, either verbally or whatever they can do. Their children need to be taken out of schools. So what the referees were saying, they were just asking that I understand that that's what's happening here, but my son, like for example, what do I do? What I do is try to educate my son, to tell him about his father's honesty. And it's a message that I don't recommend to anyone, because we have to now talk about this, because his child had to be taken out of school because he was being attacked, because according to him, he said, my son was being told that your dad is a thief. Your dad is a thief. That's exactly what he was being referred to by the supporters of Real Madrid who were at that school. So these are the things that happen. Then the interesting part. So what happens next after this? After the referee press conference, which was pretty emotional, they cried and a lot of things were said. But there was an interesting comment which was put by the referee, where they said that they're gonna be strict and they're gonna be doing what? I'm curious to know what that means, but that was put in there. But let's move on from that. So after that, what happens? The next hour from the referee's press conference, Barcelona puts out their own press conference. First, they do what they call the media training day, where they are taking videos by the media while they're training. Then after that, the press conference of the player and the manager is done. Then after that is done, the last club, Real Madrid, do that. So what did Real Madrid do? They're like, we're not coming. Real Madrid were like, nope, we are not showing up. And they did not show up. They refused to do the club open training where the medias will be there. They refused to go attend the press conference. Carlo Ancelotti did not do it, as well as the player who was supposed to be there did not do it. Then now speculation started to come out, where we are being told that it's being rumored that Real Madrid are not going to play the game. Things are not going to be, they're not going to be showing up. They're not going to be doing what they are not going to do until there is a change in the referees that are going to be doing the game, because we have already seen that this referee is against Real Madrid. And if you want to go see our only source, you can go check out the Real Madrid TV. We have shown all the mistakes that this referee has made against us. So we are not going to be doing this. They are demanding that the referee organization do changes this. They are demanding so much. A lot of things were said, people. I don't want to lie to you. Some of the things that they were showing where, like, for example, breaking news, Real Madrid for now have decided not to attend the official press conference, and the photo up before the Copa del Rey final. There is a photo between the manager with the trophy, which is supposed to be taken. They refuse to do that. We move on from that, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's over. It comes back again, and they say major break news. At this moment, it's not confirmed that Real Madrid will play the final tomorrow. Now that's when the flag gets opened from this comment, by the way. The flag gets opened, and that's when we're told that they cancelled the press conference. And it was clear. They said the Copa del Rey referee cried and on the VAR or something, but whatever that happened. So Real Madrid are saying that they're not gonna show up until they change the referees. That's what they were asking. That the referee is changed. And I'm like, okay, when does this come to an end? Then another breaking news came out. Real Madrid are considering boycotting the Copa del Rey final. Their lawyers are preparing a statement on a press conference held by the referees and officials today. The club have cancelled all media outing and the planned before the finals, of course. Then the official statement, which was being written, came out. So this was the official statement. Real Madrid consider unacceptable the public statement made today by the referees designed for the Copa del Rey final scheduled tomorrow on the 16th of April 2025. The protest, which surprisingly draw attention to the video of a media protest by freedom of expression such as Real Madrid TV. Wow, this is an interesting one. Deliberately made 24 hours earlier against one of the participants in the final, demonstrating once again the clear and the manifesting astronomy and hostility of these referees towards Real Madrid. Even more surprisingly, statements in the threatening tone allowed to the united of the referees have been used to the announcement presumed measures of action that are far from principles of fairness or objectivity and implementation that should be prevailed a few hours before the football event is captured the attention of hundreds of million people around the world. Given the seriousness of this event, Real Madrid hope that the leaders of the RFEF and the referee bodies will act accordingly, taking the necessity measures to defend the prestige of the institute by their represent. That was the first statement which was made by Real Madrid. Then things started going crazy because now what these guys were saying, Copa del Rey, now we're coming out and they were saying, okay, this is what you're saying. The referee organization are making this clear. They're not taking away the referee. The referee is going to be the one who represents. You gotta have to accept it. You are in a club like any other. It doesn't matter. You have won more Champions League than the rest. You are any club. You are a club like any other, and you have to take whatever we give you. That's what you take. You don't have power to just control. Whenever you move your hand like they want, you don't control the world. You listen to what we say and you do what we do because you also are still one of the clubs in the world. Then things went out of crazy. Then it was given. There is a genuine belief that Real Madrid may not play tomorrow Copa del Rey final. The Spanish giants are unhappy with the defense and to not change. The Spanish are happy with the decision to not change the officials by the RFEF. That is what we were told. And it never ended there, people. It never ended there. It didn't end there, people, because as situation continued, the threats started coming out now from the other side. So the first threat that came out was the officials. The first statement which came out was from the Copa del Rey. They say that if Real Madrid pull out of tomorrow's final, they will not be allowed to play in the next season's Copa del Rey tournament. That's what the was said. But not only that, because it continued. By the way, my girl here, that's why you see that things have changed here. But then it continued. The La Liga's president came out on social media and said that This is what he said in Java Tebse. He said, La Liga president, this is not football. This is controlling power shamelessly. Real Madrid do not protest their push. They do not complain by threats. They do not release concern for their punishment. They do not want to improve football. They want to control it. That's what that's what the president of La Liga said. Then the president of the Copa del Rey came out and he said, it's official. We are not changing our referees. This was the FAA. They said they're not changing their president. They're going to be keeping their referees like it was supposed to be. And they have designed this with whatever they're going to do. They're not going to listen to whatever that Real Madrid are going to say. Then and then breaking news came out again from the other side, the Real Madrid using their journalists. And they said that if Real Madrid do not show up tomorrow, oh no, this was another one. If this what was now being reported, by the way, that if Real Madrid do not show up tomorrow, Real Sociedad that will play against Barcelona in the Copa del Rey final. So what now the Copa del Rey were thinking was to show Real Madrid that you are not our boss. We are literally just going to take you out of the tournament. And this tournament continues with or without you. We don't really care what you're actually thinking. And by the way, all this information, if you want it, is there on the Football Connect Facebook page. Just go watch it. Just go watch the drama. It was crazy, people. It was really, really, really crazy. Then Real Madrid dropped the second, and this was I think the second and last club statement. And the club statement read, it was said, given the rumors in the last few hours, Real Madrid FC have communicated that our team has never considered giving up on playing the final tomorrow. Our club understands that the unfortunate and the inappropriate statement of the referee appointed for the match have made 24 hours before the final cannot strain a sporting event of global importance for the 100 million of people. Will see also our respect for the fans who have planned to travel to Seville, and we have all those to have already been in the Adesau capital. I think that's where the game is going to be played. Real Madrid understand that the value of football must prevail despite the hostility and the animosity that has been evident today once again against our club by the referees designed for the final. It is crazy, people. It is really, really crazy. Like, I wish you could have gone through with this. So this was the last thing which Real Madrid came out and confirmed that they're going to be participating and they will be in the game, and it doesn't matter what's going to be happening. But my question is this: why do we always have to find ourselves in situations like this with Real Madrid? We know referees are not fair, and the Real Madrid are not the first club to be robbed, to have decisions gone against them in the world. We talk about it, the incompetence of the referees every single time in the Premier League. We talk about it. We talk about it in different cities. We have seen it as well as far as Turkey. There are decisions that goes against. Even Barcelona have decisions that has gone against them. Yet, why do Real Madrid wants to act like they matters more than the rest of the world? Why do they feel like they can control and use the size of their club, the size of how big they are, to try and control narratives, to have an opportunity to choose who was supposed to show up and play, to have an opportunity to choose who was supposed to referee them? Because if they do that, then the game is really, really and truly gone, because they cannot keep creating narratives like this. This is what makes football more dangerous than it's supposed to be. Hence why decisions they get away with some crazy decisions. For example, Kylian Mbappe is not supposed to be playing this game. The injury, that thing that he did on that game, should not be allowing him to be in the game tomorrow. Yet he's gonna be in the game because Real Madrid are a super club. Because Real Madrid made sure that they did something to create a narrative where they will be given that opportunity, where the favors will go for them and their players. And this continues happening because they are a bigger club. And I just cannot accept it. Why can we not be treated? These guys boycotted the press conferences, the club photos. They did not take that. They boycotted all of those things. They did not show up for the Ballon d'Or. And they keep bringing up this club statements to act like they're the victims. Why do we always have to allow this club to do this to us? Why does this have to happen? These people have to remember that they're still a club. That's what they need to remember. They are still a football club, and things can go against a football club. We've seen it time and time again. So many decisions have gone for them, but you've never had those teams saying that we are not going to show up for the next La Liga game because we've been robbed by Real Madrid. We are not going to go show up because the referee who's going to be taking us was the referee who helped the Real Madrid robbed us in the game we played against them. They never do that. Saying what gives them the right to do that? What gives them the right to come out and create this craziness? I just don't get it. And until the world stand together, until the EFL, La Liga, and UEFA and FIFA stand together and remind Real Madrid that they are still a club. They wanted to create the Super League football. They are still in it. They wanted to do so. They wanted to show this other the footballing nation that they are gonna create their own league. And now it's now starting to make sense. They just wanted to show the rest of the world that they're bigger than them. And until this stops, we are in trouble. And I'm getting tired of this president of Real Madrid. Why does he always have to act like a goddamn baby? You are an old man. Start respecting football as it is. That's my thoughts as it is, people. I don't know if I'm going too much, but Real Madrid, oh man. Anyway, let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think of what is happening? What do you think of the craziness that has been happening in La Liga? And what exactly is going to be happening? I know Real Madrid fans are not going to like my thoughts, but those are my thoughts. That they have to be respected that way. And I'm not even I don't even support the team that they're going to be playing with. I'm actually a Liverpool fan, but yet I had to come out and actually say the truth. Sometimes things have to make sense. Or maybe they're going to say I'm doing this because I'm angry that Trent Alexander-Arnold is leaving. I don't really give a damn. But I'm just telling you the truth as it is. Click the like button, subscribe to the comment. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. We'll see you on another. We're out. Peace. Subscribe to the connect.